Hello everyone, this is Chena Anderson, naturopathic doctor in Central Virginia, and I'm the founder of True Medicine. Today I'm talking about menopause. Is it a disease or a transition? The hidden cost of hormone replacement therapy. So I want to talk about something that's affecting millions of women around the world, menopause. But more specifically, I want to challenge a belief that has quietly become accepted as fact. The belief that menopause is a dis-ease requiring lifelong pharmaceutical management. So let's begin with a simple truth. Menopause is not a disease. It is not pathology. It is not a medical failure. It is a natural biological transition that every healthy woman is designed to experience. Yet the moment many women begin experiencing hot flashes, night sweats, mood swings, anxiety, weight gain, fatigue, brain fog, or sleep disturbances, they are often told that their hormones are declining and in need to be replaced. So the solution is offered, hormone replacement therapy, or HRTs. Now, before we go any further, I want to be fair. There are women whose symptoms are severe enough that short-term hormone support might be meaningful. However, this discussion is not about condemning women who chose hormone therapy, but rather this discussion is about asking deeper questions, questions that modern medicine often overlooks, because symptom suppression and health restoration are not the same thing, and that distinction matters. So let's talk about what happened when one of the largest hormone studies ever conducted was completed. In 2002, the Women's Health Initiative studied thousands of women using hormone replacement therapy, and the findings were so concerning that portions of the study were stopped early. Researchers found increased rates of breast cancer, blood clots, stroke, pulmonary embolism, and cardiovascular events among women receiving combined estrogen and progesterone therapy. For decades, women have been told that these medications would protect their heart. The research revealed a much more complicated story. Suddenly, the narrative shifted, and many physicians began reevaluating assumptions that had been accepted for years. Now, to be clear, modern research has shown that risks vary depending on age of the woman, the type of hormone used, the dose, and whether the hormones are taken orally or through the skin. But one thing remains true. Hormones are powerful biological messengers, and when we manipulate those messengers, there can be consequences, life-threatening consequences. One of the greatest concerns surrounding hormone replacement therapy is breast cancer risk. Breast tissue is highly responsive to hormonal stimulation. Researchers have repeatedly observed increased breast cancer rates among certain groups of women using combined hormone therapy. Now, I want you to think about something. If a medication changes the behavior of breast tissue, changes cellular signaling, changes blood clotting mechanisms, changes inflammatory pathways, and changes cardiovascular function, wouldn't it make sense that we should investigate every possible underlying cause before simply replacing hormones? That seems like common sense. Yet, that conversation often never happens. So let's look at another claim frequently made regarding hormone replacement. Women are often told, you need estrogen to protect your bones. There is some truth to that. Estrogen does help reduce bone loss, but here's the problem. Bone density is not created by estrogen alone. Healthy bones require magnesium, vitamin D, K2, boron, zinc, silicon, adequate protein, exercise, healthy digestion, healthy adrenal function, proper mineral balance. So if a woman is deficient in multiple nutrients and struggling with poor digestion and chronic inflammation, have we really solved the problem by adding estrogen? Or have we simply slowed one symptom while ignoring the deeper cause of bone loss? That's a very different conversation. Now, let's discuss something that receives very little attention. Nutrient depletion. Many medications increase the body's demand for nutrients. Hormone therapies can influence the body's utilization of nutrients involved in detoxification, methylation, cardiovascular protection, and neurological function. These include nutrients such as magnesium, B6, B12, folate, zinc, selenium, vitamin C, and vitamin E. Yet, how often are women tested for these deficiencies before beginning hormone therapy? How often is a nutritional restoration plan even discussed? In many cases, never. And that's unfortunate because nutrient deficiencies can mimic or worsen menopausal symptoms. So this brings us to the most important question of all. What if the symptoms are not simply a hormone deficiency? What if they are warning signs? Think about these questions. Is the liver properly metabolizing hormones? Is inflammation driving the hot flashes? Is blood sugar unstable? Are the adrenal glands exhausted after decades of stress? Is the nervous system trapped in fight or flight mode? Are mineral deficiencies present? Is sleep restorative? Because every one of these factors can dramatically worsen menopausal symptoms, yet they often receive little attention. Instead, the symptom appears, the prescription is written, and the deeper investigation never occurs. At True Medicine, we believe symptoms are messengers. A symptom is not the enemy, a symptom is information. A hot flash may be telling us something. Insomnia may be telling us something. Weight gain may be telling us something. Brain fog may be speaking another message. The body is communicating, and our responsibility is to listen before we silence the message. Now, let me be clear, this is not about fear. This is not about shaming anyone who has used hormone replacement therapy. I took birth control before I ever had children. This is about empowerment. Women deserve complete information. Women deserve options. Women deserve to understand both the potential benefits and the potential risks. Most importantly, women deserve health care practitioners willing to ask why the body is struggling in the first place. Because if we never address inflammation, if we never restore nutrient deficiencies, if we never improve sleep, if we never stabilize blood sugar, and if we never support the liver, if we never calm the nervous system, then we may quiet symptoms and while leaving the underlying imbalance untouched. And that is not true medicine. Menopause is not a disease, it is a transition. And transitions require support, wisdom, nourishment, investigation, and a willingness to look deeper than the symptom itself. If this message resonates with you and you would like to learn natural strategies for supporting the body through menopause, simply comment HRT Health and we'll send you Menopause Restoration Protocol covering the liver support, mineral balancing, blood sugar regulation, adrenal restoration, sleep optimization, inflammation reduction, and natural approaches to hormonal adaptation. Because the goal is not simply to survive menopause, the goal is to thrive through it. I'm Sheena Anderson with True Medicine, and remember, you were designed to heal. Trust the blueprint.